Welcome to the D&D world.
Hey everybody, my name's Dave, and I usually work on a channel called Dungeons & Dragons, or CRPG Dungeons & Dragons Night, excuse me, which is my YouTube channel. And I'm still getting used to the fact that I'm also now on Twitch, and I have to pay attention to the chat room. My last live stream, my actual first one, I completely ignored the chat room while I was playing King of Dragons. My boo-boo, I forgot to look on the other screen to see if anything was going on in the chat, which started about 17 minutes into the game. A lot of people thought it was a pre-recording. It wasn't. It was in fact live, and yeah, my big blunder. I need to pay more attention to things going on around me than just what's on the game screen. But I did go back over the video to read through the through the chat. I tend to stutter and flub over my words a lot, so bear with me. A few of them had questions, and I didn't answer them because, like I said, I wasn't paying attention. So I'm taking this opportunity right now to do a quick live stream to answer your questions. And Mega Bordy asked, "What do you use to play all these old games?" I use 3 different systems. I use Steam, I use GOG, and I use something called RetroArch. And on RetroArch, I usually play like the console games that I wouldn't normally play with, say, Steam or GOG. And a lot of the older games usually came in pack sets when it came to Steam or GOG, and you just gotta look for them really, and you'll find them. What I tend to play though, if I mentioned it before in the last stream, what I tend to play for my channel is CRPGs, and I'm not talking JRPGs. I generally avoid JRPGs because pretty much everybody does them. So I'm not going to do JRPGs, and I'm not very good with the games I play as it is. So basically, every game I play, I'm still new to the games, even though I've been playing them for a while, and a lot of them I haven't even beaten yet. There's only a few games I've actually beaten on my channel, and it's usually the arcade games or the more action-oriented ones. The more hardcore CRPGs I'm still having a time with, including Pool of Radiance and several other games. I tend to lean towards AD&D games. I know this isn't what you asked, but this all goes along under the same thing. So I play generally CRPG Dungeons & Dragons games. This might also answer a question a little bit later, so I should stop right now and go to the next question. Oscar Wheatson asked, "Nice bookshelf. Do you have a family?" I do have a family. My dad lives with me. He is. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see him in a few of my videos where I go to conventions. He's wheelchair bound, and he's also, well, not completely wheelchair bound. He can walk on occasion, but he has problems with his feet where he can't walk around very much. And he also, he's 79 years old. He's going up on 80 here soon. So, if you're wondering about my mom, she passed away back in 2019. I was married, but the marriage was I was married back in 2008 up to 2010, and we got divorced. She had 3 daughters, and I still stay in contact with one of them. So, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag on that subject. So, currently I have no contact with the woman. I'm not going to give her name out of privacy for her, and I'm not going to give this daughter's name because I want her privacy to be respected as well. As for the bookshelf behind me, that is not actually a bookshelf. This is actually a yarning table. You know, you put yarn together and all this stuff. And this whole table right here, it's very, very old. It's been in the family for. This is actually my grandmother's house before she passed away. My grandmother and my mom both passed away within the same year, so I moved into the house. I was living in it for about a year. Then Dad moved in about a year and a half after I moved in. So now back to the bookshelf. This is all 5th edition D&D stuff. I started off with 4th edition D&D, and I'll be right back in just a second. That brings into the thing of me having to take care of my dad periodically. That's why he lives here. So yeah, I had to stop for a second to go help him, but I wasn't going to stop the live stream. So I got 5th edition D&D books here. I got the Dungeons and Dragons Clue game, which I believe is 5th edition. I could be wrong. We got Thermachard, plushie from the D&D movie that happened last year. Honor Among Thieves. Also got Indiana Jones miniatures. All these little blue boxes here. Those are a lot of my miniatures right there. Got the Hellraiser box. And I also have the Holy Grail. Yep, that's the Cup of Christ right there. It's just a replica. It's not the real one. Let's see here. Also got this is Henry Jones's diary. Also got a map case here, and I got a whole bunch. Little red dragon here. I got yeah. This is all 5th edition. This is basic and starter kits and stuff. I got the beginner kit for Shadowrun, which I've only opened once. Here we got a couple of Dungeons and Dragons cookbooks, a couple journals, Tales of Tamriel, books 1 and 2 for the Elder Scrolls Online games, which I used to play fervently back a while ago. Let's see here. So, also we got this is a bag of coins, a bunch of little other trinkets and stuff in here, like the key from Goonies, stuff like that in there. Also got like the compass from Pirates of the Caribbean, various stuff like that. That's all what's back here, because I didn't want you guys I put this all back here specifically for when I was doing recordings, because I didn't think you guys wanted to look at a yarn machine. Over there I got a whole bunch of Forgotten Realms novels. I'm still reading through them. I've been collecting them off of eBay. So that's pretty much what's going on with what's back here. And as for the family and stuff, yeah, it's just me and my dad. And I got a cat over here named Miley. She's insistent that she's my wife. She's about 14, 15 years old. So she stays in here a lot. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll notice that I refer to her as my co-host, and sometimes as my wife as a joke, which I think she took that part seriously, because she chews me out when I come home late. Let's see, next question. Megabordy made the comment that he thought it was that the stream was pre-recorded. It wasn't pre-recorded. It was actually live, my big fumble, I wasn't paying attention to the second screen, which had the chat line on it. So I wasn't paying attention to chat. So I got to be more observant. So that was my fault. I need to be more observant about what's going on in chat. Because you guys started about 17 minutes in and I didn't even notice. So that's my boo-boo. Squidge Games, or Squidge Game? Yeah, Squidge Game. What do you fear the most? Nuclear annihilation? Actually, I don't fear that much at all. I've been watching horror movies and horror and sci-fi and fantasy movies most of my life, so yeah, I'm so used to jump scares and all like that, they really don't bother me that much. So I don't have an initial fear of anything, except for pain. Pain hurts, and I'm kind of allergic to it, so you know, I break out in a rash when I'm in pain. So yeah, I'm kidding, by the way. But moving on to the next question. What's moving in the mirror? I have a ceiling fan up over here, and that sometimes the shadow comes on. We have a air conditioner that goes through the entire house, and it gets really warm in here, so I turn the ceiling fan off just to kind of keep the air from getting stifling in here for me, because I close the door there and air doesn't go very much around here, so I turn the fan on, let it circulate a little bit, sometimes cools it off a bit. That's probably what you saw in the mirror back there. And Squid James also asked, what's your favorite Dungeons and Dragons? Now, if you're referring to editions, I don't have a particular favorite. I like them all except for 4th, of course. 4th is like a pain in the ass trying to get together. But 5th edition I'm actually alright with. I'm not too particular against it. I missed out on most of 3rd edition and anything before that. And that was because my family kind of fell into the Satanic Panic thing. Even though my uncle played it, but they fell into the Satanic Panic and kind of, you know, shadowed me when it came to purchases at bookstores and game stores. So, yeah, that's pretty much, I got stuck with 4th edition and 5th edition. 4th edition is actually where I learned to play D&D. 5th edition was where I honed playing D&D. Can you read your effing chat? And that came from Jacko asks. Yeah, it says Jacko, or I can't really read that name, so I wrote it out badly, so if I just butchered the hell out of your name, I apologize. Can you read your effing chat? Well, I'm going to start trying to, because I completely screwed up the last time. That was, like I said, that was my big blunder, was the fact that I had a live stream going and I forgot to read the chat. I'm used to just doing recordings for YouTube. I don't really do streams, and this was actually my first time trying it out. So I just need to get used to how the system works and stuff, and I'll do better, I promise. And so I forgot who asked. I didn't write it down, but someone asked about cosplaying. I don't know if it was directed to me or one of the other people in the chat, but I'm going to answer that anyway. I don't really cosplay myself, but I do take pictures of cosplayers at conventions and I put them on YouTube. There's at least a playlist I have of the various conventions I've gone to. I go to there's another anime convention I'm going to on March 17th. It's actually from the 16th through the 17th, but I won't make it until the 17th because of work. I work as a security guard, by the way. And so what's going to end up happening is, I'm going to be going to a convention next March, which will be after my birthday. I'll be turning 48 on March 3rd, if anybody's asking. Yeah, I am 48. I don't look it, but I am 48. or 47 right now. So, excuse me. Trying to think of anything else you guys might want to know before I cut this short. I know this has only been like a 15-minute stream. I just figured anybody that wanted to have and had any questions from the previous chat might want some answers. So I see that only one person viewed, so I don't know if they're actually watching right now or whatnot, but this was basically just me answering the questions from the last chat. Feel free to talk to me, although I will ask that the sexual conversations be kept to a minimum, because I noticed that there was a few occasions where that happened on the chat. I may end up I'm going to be working on this tonight and probably see about seeing if I can block some of those words out of there, because this isn't the place for this. I want to keep this somewhat family friendly, even though I do swear on occasion on my videos. But I want to keep this somewhat family friendly, because I do know that some kids watch some of my videos and I tended to cuss a lot, so I've been actually trying to cut down on my own language. So anyway, this is Dave. I'm going to end it the way I usually do with my regular channel. This is Dave on CRPG Dungeons and Dragons Night, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.